Good morning everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all well. It is probably about 10 past 8, got the coffee going. Right, now today we've got the black paint and we're going to put that black stripe on the hull. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to undercoat this piece in front of me and put a black mark on that, and with the white tape as an example, I'm going to put this one on, pretending this is the white one. So the black should have already been above it. Now, the reason I'm doing this on the underside, and as I stated with the flooring, you can use the underside to do any test that you want to do. So the test I want to do here is when the black is on there, and I don't want to go all the way to the edge, I just want to sort of have it feathered out here. Do I then need to come back and put undercoat on it, or can I just come back and put the hull red straight on there and cover it up? And same with the other side, when I flip it over, will the lighter colours also cover it, or will I have to come back and re-undercoat it to blacken off or to discolour the black and then add this? So I just thought I would mention that before we start, right after I finish the coffee. Okay, I'm all set up here now. So as I explained before, I'm just going to undercoat this one, roughly right through the centre, probably a little more, doesn't really matter on the back side. Like I said, I just want to undercoat this to bring this up in the same condition as the rest of it, so I get a good comparison. Whoop. Yeah, that's nice and thick. Still got some original plastic here, painted through here, and yeah. So that's now undercoated. So what I'll do now, I'll just prepare some paint. And what I'll do, I'll grab one of these. So I just go one squeeze. And what we'll do, we'll try a 2-to-1 for now. Just 2 of those. That way it stays nice and clean. And then one of those in there. And how are we looking? Yeah, not bad. It's nice, and it'll need a couple of coats, but yeah, pretty happy with that. Go and rinse this one off. So that is now all rinsed off. Before you do anything else, because I've learnt this the hard way, put all your lids on top of everything. So all the lids are now on. I have spilt paint before, and it's a horrible job to try and clean it up. I've cleaned it, but it's just, if you want to give yourself an extra couple of hours worth of work, no worries. Okay, so let's move on. So while I've got this mixed up, I will give it a good mix, good shake. There we go, it's all nicely shook up. It should run down now. Might be a little thin, this is why we're doing a test piece. If I want to, I can add a little more paint because I probably over thinned it. And it's quite easy to add a little more paint to it. Okay, we're all set up. Just a word of warning, anytime you use black, it just tends to get everywhere. So just be extra careful. So we're just gonna, oh, are you serious? What is going on with this gun? We've got spluttering. That's why we're using a test piece. Yeah, what's that splutter coming out of it? Anyway. So we want this for the black line. Gee, I'm not happy with the gun. That's a little better. Remember, we're only putting on a 2mm line, so we only really have to worry about one line at a spot. We're not painting a ship here. So we'll just do this. And we're doing this the same way we want to do the hull to kind of represent the same way. So that's nice and thick. We'll give that a few minutes to go off. So I've come back and I'm bringing you in just as it's drying, and you can see that line I'm after. Now this is a flat black, so it's still drying. We'll come back, and like I said, this is just for a 2mm line. So I do know I made it fairly thin, but that's what I wanted. So we'll let that continue to dry, and then we'll give it another quick little coat. So it's probably been about 10 minutes, and I thought I'd come in. I'm just going to hit this in the one spot where the 2mm line's going to go, just to see how it goes. And I'm probably not going to do this section, so I can see whether I really need to do one coat or two. We'll just see what the difference is. Now you're probably thinking, oh man, you just wrecked the ship. The underside is perfectly fine. We haven't done anything to it. And this is the whole point of using the back. I don't know why this gun is coming out so heavy. So there we have it. Yeah, I definitely think 2 is the way to go. Okay, I wasn't happy with how that was spraying just a minute ago, so I took the gun apart, and now it's feathering better. I'm pretty sure some of you already noticed, yeah, it's coming out awfully fast, and yeah, it was concerning. But now I am fairly happy with it, so I just did a couple of little, so now it's coming out very, very fine, like the way that it should. So when I actually do the line on the ship, this is kind of like what I'm after. You understand? So there I have the hull of the ship. We worked out yesterday where the line's going to be, so we'll just quickly make a start, which is what I was saying. We just want a black line through here. Is that correct? Yeah, from that edge down, we want the black line. So we just keep going along there. Yeah. So I kind of got to give it a bit of a dust coat, and then in a few minutes time when it dries, now the ship is upside down and I already know it's going on that lip just there. So I'm just going to keep hitting it and continue on. Oh gosh, still not overly happy with the gun. Okay. I'll continue on a bit. So I'm really not happy with the gun, and it's really not spraying right. So now I'm basically going to pull out all the bits and find out exactly. Gee, that's really tight. Why is that? Anyway, find out what's going on with this gun. This was not supposed to be a gun cleaning tutorial, but anyway, I've stripped it right down and I'm going to give it a good clean. So here's all the parts basically floating in a little bath here. It's not the bath that I use, but for the camera, this one here. I bought this the other day for modelling and stuff like that. So yeah, just so you can see that all the parts are in there. Okay. While I'm at it, I've got my brushes there and I'll give each piece a good clean. So I was not happy with the tip of this a minute ago, so I did some work on it. I don't know, it was not very good. Anyway, I've probably zoomed in as far as I can go. I'm much happier with the pin now. See if we can get that. Now this is like super zoomed in. Okay, now we've fixed the gun up. Now we can keep going. Now it's exactly the way it should be. A little more, and then obviously fine lines. Yeah, okay. That is better. I'm just going along, putting the second coat on, and it's coming out absolutely beautiful now. So, probably should have given the gun a really good clean before I started, but pretty happy with that. Now we've got a black line. Okay, there we have it. The gun is now working. I've got a very nice line on there in the end, and very happy the way the gun sprayed out. Well, that's life, and sometimes that happens. It was not the most smoothest of day, but we're going to salvage this because we got what we want and we got our test piece. So very happy with the black line. Let's put it in the... It's still drying, but a very nice solid line through there. By the time I drop the tape on there, I think we will be pretty good. Pretty happy with it. I'll go over it again just to make sure, but because I'm pretty sure the line's coming through here onto there. Yeah, no, we've got plenty on there. So I'm going to leave it there for today. Thanks for being patient once again, because yeah, I ended up having to pull the gun all the way apart, lubricating it and everything, and it's working beautiful now. I think the problem was the other day I did use it and I actually forgot to clean it before I went to bed, and it's another reason why it was in the bath. And yeah, so that'll teach me for not cleaning before I finish. And yeah, so this is where we're at today. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We're starting to put this together. I know this looks a little rough at the moment, but this will come together. Okay, all right. I think we're going to leave it there. I'm sure some of you have got some questions or like, what is he doing? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, hopefully I'll catch you on the next one, and I'll see you later. Bye.